Hello? Puss in Boots. Listen, I love him personally, and he's always been my favorite character. Fun fact, I was born 2 weeks after the Shrek movie came out. So if I've never been in the world without Shrek, the Shrek franchise, which is crazy. And do I remember when the first Shrek came out? No, I was 2 weeks old. For some reason, I really remember Shrek 2, though. I don't need to go into detail about why this movie is one of the best sequels ever made. There's already been many YouTube videos made about that. Do I think that Puss in Boots helped? Yes, he did. Listen, if you were to tell me that Puss in Boots was gonna be in this if you were to tell me that this character, Puss in Boots, was gonna be someone who I would love and cherish for the rest of my life, I wouldn't believe you. But here I am today, on my bed, in pajamas, talking about Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots. I have the sock on the microphone because whenever I say puh, it picks it up weirdly, and my puhs are very noticeably powerful. So, Puss in Boots from the fairy tale insert here. 1, 2, 3. Ho ho ho. Okay, I kind of did this last minute. Okay, Puss in Boots is an Italian, I'm not saying the words, is a European fairy tale about an anthropomorphic cat who used his trickery and descent to gain power, wealth, and the hand of marriage of a princess for his penniless and lowborn master. Wow, look at him go. So, in the first time we see him, he's basically just a hitman, which is sick. We love that. I love that for him. He has a little sword, a little boots, a little hat, beautiful eyes. Can't relate. Can relate, I mean. Sorry. I need to be more positive on myself. And he's great. I stand him. Even though he's trying to kill our hero, Shrek, I stand my guy. He's doing great. He's doing great, sweetie. But yeah, basically, King What's-His-Face is like, yo, I want to kill this ogre, my son-in-law, because he's my son-in-law. And I see it. And he gives him a bucket of cash, and Puss is like, I'll do it, man. I got you. And I feel like you could make a whole other movie, a whole fanfic about what was going through Puss's mind when he meets Shrek and Donkey. Because something in him decides that he no longer wants to do what he's been doing, probably killing ogres for who knows how long. He wants to be a good person. So he decides to join them and help Shrek with his in-law problem, which is understandable, in-laws are a lot. I don't know anything about in-laws. This is where we find ours. This is what I would call the turning point for Puss in Boots. He decides to become a hero. And at the end of that movie, one of the best parts of that movie, the music is blasting. Everyone's like, oh, what are we gonna do? All these little knights are surrounding them. Puss is like, don't worry, amigos. That was not, I don't know why I said that. I'm white. Don't worry, everyone. I got this. He jumps off that horse that used to be an ass, and he kills loads of knights, And you're like, yeah. He does it great, too. Perfect music and everything. That movie is so good. And it ends with him and Donkey being best friends. But yeah, Shrek 3. Not gonna talk about it. he doesn't really do anything. He becomes more of a sidekick character, which, yes, he was a sidekick character in the first film, but this film makes it more obvious that he is just another furry friend of Shrek. We find Shrek doesn't want to be a dad, and they're like, we'll go with you, and Puss is just kind of there. The most exciting thing that happens to him that he puts in Donkey's body, and he tries to do this little cute face, and he can't do it. Not interesting, not a good movie. Shrek 4, I feel like I could easily make a whole video about that film, and it would be much better than this one, maybe. Probably not, though, because my favorite characters in this movie, my favorite character is in this video. So. Puss in Boots, the first film, came out in 2011. Ooh, I did not see it in theaters. I saw Shrek 3 in theaters for some reason, though. I remember that because I remember clearly in my mind my aunt getting pop spilled on her, like on her seat, and it was like all sticky, and that's how I remember going to Shrek 3. Do I remember that movie though? No, I don't, but I went. So but yeah, Puss in Boots is basically the origin of Puss in Boots. I remember this movie clearly because you know how you have younger siblings, or if you have children and they watch a movie over and over again, I went through that. So Puss in Boots is basically about his origin. He's a little cat, he's adorable, he's cute, got a little tummy. He was abandoned, basically got adopted by someone in Spain, I'm assuming. I don't know what Puss in Boots is, where he is geography wise, like, I don't know where he lives, I don't know where he grew up, but like, it looks like Spain, or it could be Mexico, where, if you want it to be Mexico, you could be Mexico. I don't know.
So I'm on my phone for a little bit right here, and yeah, you can hear it, but I can't cut the audio for some reason, because if I cut the audio, it will make the clip, like the audio, because I record two things of audio. There's the camera audio, which is awful, and then I have audio on my microphone, which you can tell because I'm holding my mic. But basically, what I want to say is Puss in Boots is actually from Spain. Spanish. That's all. Bye.
Okay, so keep in mind that I don't really think it matters. It's very interesting world that they kind of build for it. But yeah, he's there. He's having, he's kind of living his life. He meets an egg. And yeah, am I cosplaying as the egg? Yes, that's my costume right now. I'm very light. But basically, he's there. He's having time. He's getting into trouble. His person who's adopting him, basically, like his mom's like, I know you can do better. And Puss is like, I'll try, mommy. And, he's living his life, enjoying himself, having a good time. But, that's life. He does something with the egg dude, basically upsets the town. He almost gets caught robbing a bank to make money to get out of the place they're living, and he gets away with it basically, and the egg dude gets left behind. Honestly, Puss in Boots isn't a bad movie. I enjoy it. It involves him going up to the clouds and stuff and seeing a giant goose, getting a lot of eggs, the egg person cracking. There's a cat introduced that has soft paws, hence the name's Kitty Soft Paws, and the outro music is good. I can't find the credits roll to it, but it's a good, it sounds good. It's musically good to my ears, and I enjoy it. Ow. Okay, so the last, I wanted to see Puss in Boots in theaters, didn't get to. I've been busy. Guys, rent is expensive. I pay $800 a month, okay? And it's not a great place. It's a great place. I love it here. Subscribe to my channel so I can pay for rent. I'll do sponsors, and I'll make more videos. It's a win-win for both of us. I would feel obliged to make things because people are watching it, and also I'll be getting an income from making these. So it's good for me. You get my witty commentary and my input on things, which my input on things aren't that good, but I feel like I'm witty enough, and that wittiness makes it work. If I give you a little, you're good. Like, you're enjoying what I'm saying. Also, I'll do costumes and stuff because those are fun to do. I was debating painting my face for this to make me look like Puss in Boots, but then I decided not to. But yeah, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish was a film that made me cry. I might make that the title of the video. But yeah, this film made me cry. You know what? You don't get it. Okay, so I finished watching Puss in Boots. It's really good. So, namely, what we learned in the very opening after our amazing song is that he's our favorite superhero. He's not scared or anything, never touched by a blade. Ooh. Shortly after that, we see him basically meet, like, he dies. He's on his last life. I mean, cats have 9 lives, I think? I don't know. Anyways, he's on his last one. And basically, Death is like, hey, my guy, I'm gonna kill you. Ooh, let me just get my little iPad. I smell like Corrine. We also find out he's not really a math guy, which can't relate. I'm not an English guy. I don't write for shit. But yeah, last life, he meets Death, and everything that he says doesn't happen to him happens to him here. He gets cut. This guy gives him a little cut. His little fur goes higher than my hair right now. And he's done. He's at his last piece. Like, there's something else he can do. He's like me right now, debating how I'm gonna make food when I don't have a plate. I have a pot, which I'm debating. I'm just gonna put all my food in the pot and just eat it like using a plate. That's my plan. Please subscribe. Anyways, he goes to a cat lady's house, and this is where people say the film slows down. I disagree. This is important to the story. He's at his low point, which is his low point in general with himself. You know, like, he's very thinking that he can't really. Basically, before he was on his last life, he has always had this mindset of, like, I have another life, I'll be fine. But at this point in time, he's coming to the realization that this is it. This is his life that he has to live to the fullest. He can't play around with this life. This is serious. I'm sorry, I'm just itching my hair. Ooh. This is serious. And he kind of gets depressed. He grows a beard. I don't have a beard, I shaved. Should have seen me before, though. I'm not making a comparison to myself. I'm just talking about a movie that made me almost cry. But yeah, he finds out that there's a possibility that he could get a last wish. Does he go through with it? Well, he goes to a place to get a map from a guy who's very much insane, like insane person. And he's also being hunted down from free British blokes with British accents and Goldilocks. And you see them, and you kind of find out she's looking for her actual family, and then you're like, oh, her family are the Free Bears. And that's very obvious, but it's so sweet. Like, I was, If you're wondering where I was like really sad, it was when that happened. Like, I don't know why I'm a big fan of found family. Anyways, continuing onwards. Very sweet movie. They basically go to an area, and if you have the map in your hand, the map basically forms to your like kind of like things that are wrong with you. It depending on how your life was, like if your life was like easy or something. But if you have like an awful life, which just so happens a little puppy, Pietro, or they call him Pietro Pascal. That's why I had the sock on. He wasn't voiced by Pedro Pascal. I wish. Sorry. Anyways, he's basically he had a very hard life, so because of that, he gets a very easy trip through to this magical wishing star. Good for him. Honestly, yeah. But now we find ourselves. Puss in Boots eventually has another encounter with death, and he's running. He literally dropped everything before because he got scared of his last life. He's not ready to live it. He's still running. You know what happens? He has a little bit of therapy with the doggo. Also, the dog's kind of like, I'm a therapy dog. That's what I want to do. And he's frankly killing it. But yeah, he has a little therapy session, and he talks about how he's feeling and like how he feels about being in his last life. There's things that he regrets, and that's good. It's really, I don't know, it's kind of neat to show that in a children's movie, that it's good to talk about your feelings. And yeah, I don't know, I like that. And I also liked how there wasn't like a misunderstanding, like Kitty heard him talk about how he's upset with himself for leaving her at the altar. You know, I like that. He didn't hear like why he wanted to go to the wishing star, but like I like how she kind of she doesn't need to know the reason. He knows, like she kind of has a feeling of understanding, like, oh, I need to not be an asshole to this kitty anymore. And then they're friends. Like, she wants him to get the wish too. Like, she doesn't, before she had a reason to, but now she doesn't have one because she wants to be with Puss. It's a good movie. You know, sometimes I feel like most of my I feel like whenever I do something or make something, I feel like I need to have a very pungent ego tone. Like, I need this to be serious, well edited. I don't edit things well. But sometimes you just need people, you know? And I feel like for me, that's what I took away from this. The people, like, don't, I don't know, like, talk to people about shit. And that really got to me. And also, death is for anyone. It's gonna come. You might as well live your life to the fullest and not spend a whole day in your bedroom. I did that today, guys. Anyways. Yeah. But no, this movie really made me think about things, and I know there are people out there who are like, it's an anime, like, I don't really care, you know? I need to stop caring about, like, I need this to be the best it can be. Because I do the YouTube thingy for fun. Like, the YouTube thing for me is fun. Like, I need it to be fun again. And I always feel like whenever I make something, it's not amazing. I don't feel like, you know, I have things I need to get done, and I want to make this, and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm kind of just at the moment, but I'm trying my best. I need to come up with a little ending thing for this video. I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to improv my way to it. It's not working. Like, this movie has many layers to it. What I got out of the most, Found Family is amazing. Sorry. What I got out of it was basically that live your life to the fullest. Don't stop. Just don't stop, you know? Also, don't be like if you have multiple lives, don't be careless about it, Puss. Goodness. I do like. There are as many messages in this movie. Will I make another video about this movie? Possibly. I want to make it about the bears. I'm sorry, it's gonna happen anytime soon. I don't know, but I'm back for a little bit. This was a very quick video. Hopefully, it's under like 10 minutes. Anyways, that's it. Please subscribe. I need to pay rent. I need to eat food. I'm a single mom who works two. I just want to leave you, I just want to leave you with one thing. I'm a single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops. I have with gentle hands and a heart of a fighter. I'm a survivor. Anyways, that's it. Outro.